Hey everybody, John Franklin Reviewer here, and I am back with another anniversary movie. This anniversary movie came out 15 years ago, to be exact, August 23rd of 2003. This is Jeepers Creepers 2. So what exactly is this sequel about? Well, the sequel is about a group of people in a broken down bus who have to survive the night against the creeper. So what is it that I actually liked about this movie? One thing that I really liked about this movie was one of the actors, Ray Wise, as Taggart Sr. Now the thing is, at the very beginning of this film here, it's him. He lives on a farm and works on the farm with his two sons. One that's a teenager, one that's a preteen. And the thing is that the preteen is working on the scarecrows. Well, one of the scarecrows ends up being the creeper. Well, the creeper ends up getting the son, the little one, flying away with him, while the father and the older brother cannot do really shit right now. But I mean, that actor alone, all the different emotions he had to go through in this movie was perfect. I mean, I don't think another actor could have actually played this character as good as Ray Wise did. And also thinking about the creeper as another actor there, Jonathan Breck, I gotta be honest there, he still has it. Now, I have already reviewed the first Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 3. Okay, so the thing is, out of all three of these movies, this is definitely, not to say the best one, but this character knows how to play this creepy monster and does such a great job in all three of them. And he's probably the best thing about these movies here. Now, other stuff I liked about it was actually pretty scary in some moments in this movie, and also about moments here, the sense of humor. So I did have some really good belly laughs to maybe a chuckle or two kind of thing, and the next thing you know, you don't get any humor for a while in the film here. What is it that I did not like about this movie? Well, first off, I just got to talk about all the heroes, I guess, or everybody else on the school bus here. Everybody but those two actors, everybody else was dull. I didn't care for them. I didn't care if they lived or died. And the biggest reason behind that is that everybody had an attitude. Everybody was an asshole. Everybody was a bitch. And really, there wasn't anybody in there that you wanted to really cheer for. I mean, I'm not saying, again, I didn't really care either way. If you lived, excellent. You made it through this movie here. If you died, good. I don't have to worry about you bitching for another 10, 15 minutes about whatever your situation is. Because there is a character in there named Scotty who's probably the worst a-hole of them all there. For whatever reason, that all these kids, or college kids or whatever, they're all coming from a basketball game. They all won the championship game. And this Scotty was one of these people, he felt like he didn't play that much with all these other people. They won, and he couldn't be happy about that. And you had 3 cheerleaders. Let me say that again. 3 cheerleaders. That's got to be the smallest pyramid that you actually ever see. But, I mean, okay, so you had this broken down bus here, and the thing was that they all had to try to survive, like I said, what it's about. And like I said, it just was one of those movies you just didn't really care about, really. Except some of the people that I put in the positive and a very little bit about scariness and humor. I really did not care about the rest of this movie, I gotta be honest. Like I said, it was boring. Some of these people felt like they couldn't even act their way out of a plastic bag. And there were 3 adults. There were 2 male coaches and 1 female bus driver. They get taken out very quickly. I mean, it was like, you got the 2 guys that get taken out, you get this female bus driver, and it was just like, out of all 3 of them, she was probably the more interesting one. I wish she would have kind of, not survived, but was in it longer. The 2 guys, I really didn't care about them too. The special effects in this movie were terrible. Even 15 years ago when I saw this movie in the theaters with my mother. Let's talk about the death scenes. Oh, wait a minute. Pretty much all of them except one was actually off screen. Pretty much most of these movies, he takes your victim, flies up in the air, and puts you wherever, unless he's just going to eat you right there in the sky. And the one death scene that they do show actually was pretty cool. I really can't talk too much about it, though, because it would go into spoiler territory on this. But I gotta say, this being written and directed by Victor Salva, I gotta be honest, the script could have been so much better. I feel like maybe they could have had something where instead of what they did do, maybe they have them at the basketball game, the creep was killing people during halftime or at the end of the game when people can't leave the stadium. Yeah, maybe it would have been a lot more people than like, maybe the, 20 cast members they had throughout everything, including Taggart and his two sons at the beginning of the film and all of that. But that could have been maybe something more interesting about their game, about the creeper going there instead of the school bus here. But I gotta be honest, it should have, like I said, could have been written better, it could have been directed a lot better. And I don't know, I gotta be honest, for 15 years, I actually loved this movie. This was one of my favorite movies. Now I kind of look back and I'm like, this is not as good as I thought it used to be. So I don't know what I liked about it 15 years ago, because I look at it now and just find out all of these negatives, all of this stuff that maybe it doesn't make any sense, and what's the point they did that kind of thing. Maybe some stuff does, but to me, it just could have been so much better. Now, bottom line, this could have been a fun sequel, just really enjoyable. I mentioned that there was humor in this. I felt like that they didn't have to be a parody of themselves, but I felt like that they could have done something. But they tried to make this such a straight-up horror sequel. It just did not work for me. They failed in so many ways that they could have a lot more fun with this. And that's the thing about movies, especially horror movies. They should be a lot more fun. And I guess it was for me 15 years ago, but now I'm like, not as fun as it used to be. Now, what is my rating? My rating now, a lot different than it would have been 15 years ago, is 1.5 out of 4 stars. So have you seen Jeepers Creepers 2? Have you seen all 3 of them? What is your opinion about them? About not just this one, but about all 3 of them? Did you like them? Did you not like them? Give me a comment down below. Now, if you like this review and you want to see more, please click subscribe. Please give me a like. And if you don't mind, please tell your friends. So, as always, stay awesome.